Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're doing pretty well today. I have another tutorial video for you today. This one is going to be the cold start for the OH-58D Kiowa Warrior that we now have in DCS. It's a pretty straightforward startup, so we'll just get right into that. You can toggle your pilot and CPG bodies with right shift and P. We're going to come up to our circuit breaker panel up here, turn our igniter on and our FADEC on. Come down here between the pedestal and underneath this the right hand collective grip, and we're going to turn our ignition key on. Then we're going to come back up to this circuit breaker panel where all our switches here are, and turn our battery on. We're going to wait a few seconds or so, and we're going to get an audio warning here. We're just going to acknowledge that once it comes on, so we'll wait for that. There we go. You can just acknowledge that with a left click. Next thing we need to do is we can just start up our engines. So what we need to do is we need to crack our throttle first. So there's two controls you're going to need for your throttle, or three actually. So you're going to want throttle idle and closed, but idle is the one for the startup. You're also going to want your access commands. You want have your actual throttle either for an access command, or you can just have other keybinds for it depending on your setup, what works best for you. Also, you're going to want to have engine RPM trim increase and decrease. So have our throttle cracked, and we're just gonna click on our starter switch here, and you start to hear it clicking, and then you hear the engine kick on. We can release that. Engine spooling up. You can watch our RPM coming up here. The rotor's starting to turn. You can acknowledge that warning. And we're gonna wait for our engine RPM to stabilize at about 64%. Alright, so that's stabilized at about 64%. We can come up here and we can turn our DC generator on, our AC generator, and our essential bus. We can also come to the back circuit breaker panel here, and we can turn our IFF on, and our radar warning circuit breaker switch, and our radar detector circuit breaker switch. And it's going to talk to us, and our protocol separator circuit breaker, we can click that in. Now what we need to do is we need to spool our engine up to its full RPM. And to do that, we want to use our throttle keybind or access, whatever you have for that, and slowly increase that RPM up to its maximum. About there. And as you can see, our RPMs here are only at 99, so we want to use our increment switch, our engine RPM trim switch, up a couple times so it stabilizes at 100. Now we can also set our MPD pages to what we want them to be, and we can turn our mass mount display on, or our second seater can do that. We can also turn our SCAS on, power switch, and then yaw and pitch roll. And that's about it. Pretty straightforward startup tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Same thing. Any suggestions for any video or anything like that, any ideas, anything you'd like to tell me, as long as it's constructive and respectful. Anything that I missed in this, let me know as well, because, you know, it's a brand new module. I'm trying to learn just as much as everybody else. But anyway, I hope you have a good one, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.